Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Cab Crew Wednesday. As I all know, this is Tom here. Get my ears off. I was on the phone earlier. So, how's everybody doing? I see Ronald Renew is here. Welcome, Ronald. Then DB Tech, Dave, welcome. And then we got Dave BNSF and then Scale. Hey, Dave, welcome. Two Daves. So DB Tech Dave is one, and Dave BNSF is Dave two. How's that? And we got Ronald saying hello to everybody there. We got John from Schuylkill River Valley. Welcome, John. How you doing? We got Dwight Curley here. Welcome, Dwight. How's everything going? I didn't see any Workbench Wednesday from you, Dwight. Then we got Artie. Welcome, Artie. How's things down under today? I know you said you're going to be lurking, but you hear that, no problem. And then a bunch of hellos. And I think that's all. Oh, Grandpa Rails is here. Welcome, JD. Yeah, that 3D print of that tree was nice, JD. I usually make mine out of wires, but I'll look into that file and see if I can see what it looks like. I like trees on the layout. So, yeah, Dwight, how's your hand doing? So, well, a few updates on the layout here. Yeah, I just ordered for Barbara some Woodland Scenics green clumps because what she's doing is when I print on my printers and the supports come off in the trees, so she's making trees out of that supports because it's already a tree, and she's painting them up, and so she wanted the green foliage, and Amazon had it for a couple of bucks, so I sent it over to be delivered to her house, so she's going to start making those things. She's making like a little diorama for her grandson to play around with and stuff like that. So it's I'm trying to make side covers for trucks for my Tyco engines. They don't have the covers on them there, Dave. Well, anyway, the other day, one of my oil pumps, when the oil pumps come on, everything starts coming on at 5 o'clock in the evening. 5 o'clock, 5:05, 5:10, 15, 20, 25. At 5-minute intervals, all the things start to come alive at that time. One of the things is the oil field pumps start working. And hey, Pedro, welcome. Nice to see you here tonight. So I always look at them over and make sure they're moving and everything. And the other day, I think it was over the weekend, one of them it was just moving around and the part broke off. So I tried to super glue it on and it started working, and then the motor died. So a long time ago, I asked Jim Tedesco where he got his motors because I sent him the files for the pumps, and he's making an oil field like I have. and he got motors, and he sent me a link, and then they were on eBay, but they're coming from China, and the motors are only like $4, $5, $6, $7. They're not very expensive, but the shipping on them were like $20. So I said, the hell with that. So I did some more research, and today on Amazon, I found the model that I needed, and that'll be shipped out sometime in the next week or so. So it's probably coming from China too, but at least I don't have to pay for shipping, and that wasn't too bad. So I'm getting, I think, 4 or 6 motors in the pack. So I'll have some spares and stuff. I had one here. This is the kind of motor I use. Let me make myself bigger. This is the motor I use. But the bus line for those are 3-volt DC. And this needs 12 volts to run. This one works, but it needs 12 volts to run. I put this on, or well, 9 volts, 9 to 12 volts, I think. And I put this on a 9-volt battery, and it ran. It works. Then I had another battery pack that was only 3.5 volts, and this wouldn't even move. So I had this in one of the oil pumps one time, and it still didn't work. And I wonder what the heck's going on, you know. Then I found out it needed more voltage, and I don't want to run another bus line just for one oil pump. So I got to find the right kind of DC motor that says 3 to 6 volts, and the lesser the RPMs on it, the better it is. Because I don't want the oil pump going 100 miles an hour, so it just goes up and down like that. So it's your shoulder blade that's hurting, huh? Well, take care of yourself there, Dwight. So um, so that's about the oil pump, and it's oil pump number 5. Yeah, Arduino motors are 0 to 5 volts. Yeah, but these are dual shafted motors, Dave, because on both sides of the oil pump you have the arms, and then that goes into the motor, and then when the motor turns, it makes that turn, which then makes the thing go up and down. I don't know what that's called, the derrick. And then there's a thing that goes into the ground, and that goes in, and it's trying to pump the oil out. So that's a jack type of oil thing. So up and down, up and down. That's right, Dwight. So so that's what's been going on with that. And they said it'd be delivered between the 29th or the 23rd or of September to the October something or something like that. So I assume it's coming from. Yeah, they work really well, and every once in a while they get stuck. And what I did to put the parts together, I used a real thin paper clip, and then I cut the paper clip in small pieces, and there's holes in the parts, and they connect together. And I would push the paper clip through the holes and then bend it over, and sometimes that gets caught as it's going around on another part, and it holds the motor up, and I have to move it a little bit, stuff like that. So it's been off and on thing trying to get them to work perfectly all the time. So, but that's how it goes. So my subway system, I finally got most of the track cleaned. And I got maybe one or two spots that I might have to go in there with my hand and clean it over a little. It hesitates. The outside track, I had all kinds of problems with. I found two sections in different spots that the rail joiner wasn't connected to the other piece of track. So that was causing derailments. And I found those and put them back together. And this one spot right outside my office, I had all kinds of problems with it. I got it all back together and I ran a train through it, and it still, I saw the train as the one car was coming over it. The one wheel, when it hit the joint, went off the rail. So I knew then that the track wasn't level. So I started putting blue tape underneath the outside part of the track to make it elevated. And I got it just enough. And then it ran through smooth. And then I put double back tape on it to test it. And then the train ran through smooth. So then I glued it. I put the magnets up there, the weights up there to hold it down. And I'm just letting it dry. Then it dried out. Then I ran the train through and it ran through okay. But it hiccuped in one spot in another corner on the other side. And I'm going to clean that by hand. I had to take a lot of the panels down so I could work on the track and everything. So it's been a long project trying to get that to work again. And that's what happens when you don't run your trains for a while. And moving things around up there, the track might wasn't glued down in all the spots. And sometimes you bump it and maybe the joiner was just on it, and I don't know how they came off. So now they're all connected, and this corner here is now all solidly glued, so that's not going to move anymore. So I got to check out the other corners and make sure that I think the two corners as I'm looking at it from outside of my office, they're already glued down. The back two corners, which I got to get underneath the layout to get back up in there, those two, I don't think I have them glued down yet. So once the train runs around and it doesn't derail or anything, then I'll glue those corners in place. So then they won't move. So that's what I'm doing with that. And I had on the outside track, the train starts at 47th and 50th Street station. That's where I stop them, because that's the station when you walk into the room. That's the first station you see when you look up there. Hey, James, welcome. How you doing, James? So I started there, and as it's going around the corner, the first thing it goes over is a turnout, and that turnout is going to a track that takes it onto the helix, and it's going into the turnout. It's not, it can't change there. It's the opposite direction coming in. That's the way it goes. So you have to come in from the other side to get out that way. But trains will be coming in, they'll come in that direction. So I can go either way. It all depends. And so it was shorting out there. Now on that turnout, it's a separate block. And the train wasn't shorting out on the turnout, because right outside of the turnout, there's a 4-inch piece of track that has the feeder wires on it for that block for the turnout. And as soon as it got off of the turnout and onto that track, the next piece of track that 3-inch connects to has insulator joiners on it. So that's another block over there. It didn't even get to there. It hit that other piece of track and it shorted out. So the circuit breaker, the EB1, tripped off. So I go to the throttle and throttle it down to 0. I don't want it to take off. And I reset the EB1. I push the train back a little bit. Now it's on top of the turnout. I throttle it up, and then it runs right through. Oh, Dan. Who's Dan? Oh, Dan's Model Railroad. Welcome, Dan. I didn't even see you come in. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. So I go, I don't know what's going on with that. I ran it tonight, and it didn't short out. Now, the train stopped there on top of that turnout, and then I started from there, and it didn't short out. I ran it through again, and it didn't short out. So I don't know what was going on, and I just have to keep an eye on it and see if that continues. And I don't know what it could be, why it's shorting out. There's nothing on the track. It doesn't derail. It's not derailing on the turnout at all. So it's something that I got to troubleshoot. So that's what I'm working on to get that clean. The inside train runs around. It had a couple of spots that it was hiccuping on, and I need to run the track cleaning system on that track again. But speaking of track cleaning, our buddy Mr. Heath, the Blue Smoke King, I call him, he told me about this stuff. And this stuff is called, it's made by Deluxe Materials, and it's called Track Magic. And that's the box there. That's the stuff right there. This stuff works great. I ran the outside track around, and I had hiccups all over the place, which I knew because I didn't clean that track for a while, and I knew that was going to happen. And then, hey, Ray Bertelson, welcome. So I put my track cleaning car on, and then it derailed a couple of times, and I had to fix all the joiners and all that stuff. But as I did that, the subway train didn't hiccup anymore. Only one spot, which it could miss. So this stuff, this is my track cleaning car. This guy here, put the decals on it last week, and there is the black dirt you see. That's what it picked up. So now what I'll do is, if I'm going to do some hand done, I'm just going to take this cotton twill and put a little more of that track magic on it and go over it by hand and stuff like that. Now the track magic comes in a bottle. It's 50 milliliters. That's how much is in here. So that'll do a lot of track for you. And then it comes with a squeegee. What I do with this is I put it in the bottle, suck it out, and then I just go and pour it on, pour it on here to saturate this cotton twill, and then boom, and it has a really fine tip. It's hard to see the tip, but it's a really fine tip. It comes with a little plastic cup, and then it comes with a nice little track cleaning. You can go on your track with this. So where did I buy it? Off of Amazon. Amazon had it. No, I'm sorry, James. I got this from Train World out of Brooklyn, New York. Amazon had it. It was a little more expensive on Amazon. I saw some places on eBay that had it, but they wanted to charge so much for shipping and stuff. And I got it from Train World. So it works really great. Just went around and cleaned it one shot, and then it was clean. And then, like I say, there's just one spot there that might have a little more dirt that you might have to rub it a little bit. Inner city models, $22. Yeah, that's about what I paid for it, James. It wasn't cheap. I think Train World had it. I don't remember the price, but that's what I'm going to be using now. I still got mineral spirits, and I still use that when I can do it by hand and stuff like that. Mineral spirits works really good. I like that stuff. And then that CRC, I don't know what number it is, but it's a cleaner, and it cleans well too. So those three things I can use. But the Track Magic seemed to work really well. I'm going to do the Helix, and then I can run the train up the Helix and stuff like that. So that's the next thing. So I'm trying to get the subway system solidified and the track all done up there so I can start running the subway system up there. Is that a track cleaner, Thomas? Yes, Ronald. The car or the liquid? Track Magic. That's that right there, Track Magic. That's the bottle right there. It's from, what do I call it? Deluxe Materials. You look up Deluxe Materials. You found it in Vancouver, BC. Very good. So, yeah, it gets around, James. You use it a lot. That's good. Yeah, the CRC cleaner lubricant. Yes. Yeah, 226. I think that's the one, Dave. That's what I use. It's a spray, and I spray it on the bottom of this. And my other track cleaning car, the thing stopped. It kept on falling into the track, and it wasn't staying because it fell off the thing, and I think it broke. But this is a 3D printed model, and it works really well. So that I showed you the cotton twill. It's a roll of cotton twill. Comes in 3 yards. It's very cheap. Get it at. Hey Heath, this showing your Track Magic. I used it, and it worked really good. So I'm going to be using that from now on. And the mineral spirits. I still got a lot of mineral spirits left. So whatever I can get in and work. Whose birthday did I miss? Is that John's? So then I also got a hold of a I don't know if you guys ever seen this. It's a KD number 236. That's for HO. And let me see, what is it for? It's for HO N3 to O scale. And then number 843 is for O gauge to G scale. And that's this thing. It's the speedy driver cleaner. And you can still clean with mineral spirits when needed, and then use the Track Magic. Yeah, Heath, I just used the Track Magic on my outside track. Just put a few drops on this, the bottom of this here cotton twill, and boom, no problems. So, so anyway, the speedy driver cleaner. This is what it looks like. Okay, it has bristles on it, and these clean your engines. The wheels on your engines, and it works on DC and DCC. And you got 3 wires coming out of here. These 2 wires you connect to your track power or your power module. Like for DC, you would check it to your track on the power module. And this guy, these 2 guys here, and then you put this on, and then the wheels go. Okay. The other wire here is if you have a tender, like say you have a steam engine, you hook this up to the tender. What is the thing called that you put a few drops on? Oh, that's cotton twill. Cotton twill. TWILL. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. It's $3.50 for 3 yards. That'll last you a while. Yeah, matter of fact, Heath, this with the cotton twill, I didn't put nothing on this, and I ran it around and it cleaned the track too. But I want a liquid on here. That's why I got the Track Magic, so it'll clean it even better. Okay. So the cotton twill will clean it, and so will adding some liquid on it. That's what I do. So is the holder 3D printed? The black bar? Yes. All that. This is the whole car is 3D printed. This part is 3D printed. You unscrew this, and then this comes off. And then you can put a new piece of cotton twill on it. That's what it looks like. All 3D printed. This goes in here like so. Put the screw in there, and then that holds. Oops, fell on the floor. Hold on. And then it holds down. Yeah, Yankee Dobbler had it. Yep. That goes like that, and then that screws into here. Like so. And then that holds the cotton twill in place. So pretty nifty little vehicle. Now I'm going to make more of these once I figure out this part. So anyway, back to this guy. So what I do is I put this on my track, one wire here, one wire here, like so. Where's my, okay, that shorted out the track. Come back on. Now I'm going to do an engine. I'll show you. Okay. These wheels are a little dirty, not bad, but they're a little dirty. And once I get it figured out, Dave, then I'll let you know. Okay. So what I do is I put the engine in my engine holders that I 3D printed. And what I do on my power cap is I dial in the engine number, select 9320, and then I hit the 128 speed step, and then I increment it to about 70. Now, when I add this here onto the wheels will spin. You have to get it on there just right sometimes. There it goes. And that cleans that, and the wheels spin. And if I go over here, sometimes you have to get it just right. So it's cleaning those wheels. And you can hear the engine, the bell running and the engine running. So this makes DCC engine run. And I have to hold on the wheel sometimes. So it will do it. And then we'll do one more wheel. And that's it. Nice and clean. Hey, Dave from Stormy Sky, welcome. So I did a bunch of my engines so far. I got a lot more to do. So, but that's the KD 236 Speedy Driver Cleaner. I was going to do a video of it, but I didn't get a chance yet. But I'll do a video of it, show more of it. But I just want to show you guys. These are the things that I've been working on. So cleaning the engine wheels is something that you should do every so often. So that's what it's doing. So on my YouTube watch hours, now all of a sudden it's showing I have over 150 some watch hours every day now. Before it was going up to 150, 160, then it would drop down below 100. But the watch hours for 365 days is still only 1452. And it doesn't, I know math. I was good at math. I had all of the math classes in high school and in college. I had math and everything like that. I don't understand YouTube's math. Okay. If I see I went from 100 watch hours to 152 watch hours, that's 52 watch hours. So that should make my watch hours up by 52 more, but it doesn't. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't understand it, so I don't know. So I can't break the 1500 watch hour barrier still, so I don't know what's going on. I'm 500 hours away from 4,000 hours. Yeah, see, I don't know. 1 + 1 = 3. That's YouTube's math. That's right. So I don't know. It's just strange how that works. So what can you do, right? It's craziness. So um, I got my room reserved for Timonium. I'm finally going to go to Timonium in Maryland this year. Um, so I'll be there. It's August, October 25th or 24th and 25th, I think the days are, something like that. So I reserved the room today, so I got it. Come on, more core math. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, JD. Oh, you're going to be there too, JD? That's good. My watch hours are 50% lower in 365 days than the last 365 days. Yeah, see, I'm just going to forget about it and just let it go as it is. I was trying to get my watch hours up to 3,000, but there's nothing I can do to get it that way. I can't watch my own videos to do it. I can't get in. It's hard to get other people to sit there and watch a day and a half worth of videos to get a lot of videos and stuff like that. And it is what it is. All I know is my subscriber count is going up and up and up and up and up. Well, the shorts are good, Dwight. Um, I have an all shorts video, and all my videos, whether they're shorts or longs. So, and they're only a minute long, so they'll go boom, 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 boom. But it's 3,000 per year, Heath, in the 365-day. So, if from September 17th of 2024 to September 17th of 2025, you need 3,000 watch hours. That's for 365 days. That much I understand. But what I don't understand is if I see my watch hours at 100 watch hours for the last 28 days, which is the one you always get by default. That's the first one you see, 28 days. That shows the last 28. Then if I go up to 150 or even 200, I was up close to 200 once, it was 198 or something like that at one point. I would expect to see that's 50. Let's just say it's 50. That's 50 more watch hours. Well, I'm at 1451 watch hours for the last 365 days. And 1451 and 50 puts me over 1500. Simple math. It's 1501. So, but when I look on the YouTube studio, the watch hours shows that I have 1.5K. Well, they're lying to you because when you browse that, it's only 1,451. That's not 1,500K. That's 1,400K. You don't get 1,500K until you're at 1,501 or 1,500 even. So they're lying to you. You look at it, if you don't go deeper into it, you won't know. You'll think, oh, I got 15K or I got 28K. Maybe not. You don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. So um, I emailed them. They never responded. So I don't think they'll ever tell me how it works. I'm trying to find out the details so I can get. If you have 60 shorts that are 1 minute long, that's 1 hour. That should be 1 hour watch hour. But I don't know if I don't know. The shorts, I think, get into your algorithm by the number of views. So you have to have a million. If you got one short that went 1 million views, then you would get up boom. But if you get 50 hours today, it'll take off 50 hours from a year ago when your hours won't go up. Yes, that's right, Ray, because if September 17th of 2024, I only had 5 watch hours, we'll say, then they subtract that, and then you know, I don't know. I don't know what math they're using. They're not using the math that I know. Shorts do not count for watch hours. You need 10,000, 10K hours of shorts views or 4,000 hours of long form video. Yeah, 4,000 for 1,000 subscribers is 3,000 hours for 500 subscribers. So they changed that when they allowed people that got 500 subscribers to become monetized with 3,000 hours. But if you get a short that has 1 million views, then boom. Okay. I had one short that went over 1,000 views. That's the most I've ever seen. 1,000 views. I have some videos that have gone 2,000 or 3,000 views. People keep going back and looking at them and stuff like that. So it's just crazy how they do that stuff. So I don't know. But like I say, going to Timonium, yeah, you have 1,100 subscribers, yeah, but you don't have the watch hours yet. So it's hard to get the watch hours. So maybe Dwight, I'll take out the shorts out of the all videos, but still, somebody has to watch the all videos for me to get some more watch hours. I don't know how many hours that will accredit me if somebody watches it, and then you only can watch it so many times before then they don't even take credit. If somebody watches it for, let's say, 5 times, you only get credit for them watching it 3 times. I'm just guessing. I don't know what it is, but you can't watch it over and over and over and over again and credit the person with watch hours. That doesn't work. You can watch it over and over again 1 million times if you want to, but you're not crediting that person with anything. They don't let you do that. Okay, it's just like you like a video, you come back into the video, you go like it again, it unlikes it for you. You only allow it one time to like it, so the likes might count more. So I don't know. Need hot bikini models running your trains. That's right, Dave. If you're not signed into YouTube, you can watch it all the time. If you're not signed in, you have to be signed into YouTube to watch them, right? I mean, no, you can log in and then you have to search for everything. So when you're logged in, oh, okay. So, but then who are you acting as when you're not logged in? Is that guest? I'm sure guest doesn't give you any credit for anything you watch. Don't hit the like button. No, you don't. A little eye candy never hurts, right? Yes, Heath, I'm doing very well. Went to a neurologist about a month or so ago, and everything came out good. So it's good to go for another 100,000 miles, I guess. So we'll see. So anyway, I 3D printed um, these bale of hays. They were the round kind, not the square ones, but the round kind. Yeah, most people don't, but um, the number of views you get helps the algorithm too. But you know, a comment. I love comments because I always respond to every comment somebody makes in mine. So I always do. And sometimes, everybody's busy and stuff. So, I comment on every video I watch. And it's always a positive comment, never a negative comment. Yeah, getting monetized can make it very transition. Yeah, that's right, Pete. So, so I printed those bales of hay, and I said, they don't look like bales of hay. So, came up with this idea to put coconut fiber around the bale of hay. Let's see, can you see that? So now it looks like a real bale of hay. So this put some Elmer's glue on there, took some coconut fiber that I got, and then I just cut it up into real tiny little pieces, put the Elmer's glue on the surface, and then dipped it in there, turned it over, put a little more on, then just snipped off the edges. I did the round ones like this, and then I had these other ones I printed, these type of bales. That's hard to see there. And if you look on the bottom, I didn't put it on there, but that's what it looked like. So it doesn't really look like a bale of hay, does it? So, and if you looked at it close, yeah, a piece of burlap might make a good. Yeah, well, that's true, Dave. Um, Funny thing, when my mom passed away, we cleaned out the house before we sold it, and she had a lot of burlap bags that they used to put down for planting grass and stuff. But I wasn't living in my house then, and I didn't have no place to put them, so we just tossed them. I should have saved them. But anyway, the coconut fiber makes it look like a real bale of hay. So that's what we're doing now. Barbara's been helping me with these, and she was getting frustrated the other night because we were using a different type of glue. I didn't have any Elmer's glue, and I don't have the bottle here. It's in the other room, and it was a clear glue. One of the what's the name of that? Gorilla glue. It was Gorilla glue, and the guy told me that the Gorilla glue was equivalent to Elmer's glue. Well, it wasn't, because her hands were getting all sticky, and then she went to wash it off, and it was still sticky on it. So with the Elmer's glue, it's a lot easier to clean, and that's what she brought some over today, and then she made put the things fiber on there. So we got all the round ones done, and the square ones. Next time she comes over, we'll get them finished. So the coconut fiber works really great. Two. Yeah, Gorilla Glue makes different kinds of glues. Yes, they do. And I went to Home Depot and I said, "Hey, where's your Elmer's glue?" And he said, "Well, we don't have Elmer's glue anymore. We have the Gorilla Glue." And he says, "This one here is like the Elmer's glue." So, but uh, yeah, well, the ads are done by YouTube. Now, you put out a video, and once it hits 100 views, if it hits 100 views in the first day, then they um, push it out to other people, and then they add ads to it. That's how I understand it works. So now I have two companies. One's a beer distribution company, and another one is a barrel making company. No, it never will. Only way it's gonna make you rich if you have like 100,000 subscribers and your videos get 1 million views. That's how you make money, but not in the train world. I'm just here to show what I do, maybe give somebody an idea, help them with something. That's what I'm about, like 3D printing and all that kind of stuff. It's just that was 82 Glasgow. No, that's an engine. So then I 3D printed barrels. These are beer barrels. We painted them silver today. I made about 30 of these just to put them around, details around the layout on the beer company and then at the barrel factory. So that's what I've been doing. And it's just, oh, let's just remove this at the stage. Okay. I'm going to bring this view up. I don't know if any of you saw my videos. I did a video of all the houses with the dish and DirecTV satellite dishes. And then I said, well, how are they going to get the TV signal in? So I made satellites. And I put them and I hung them from the ceiling. So they're hanging there. And now they're bouncing the signals off to all the satellite dishes on the network. I did 2 shorts on those. If you didn't see it, well, you can check them out. But that's the satellites up there. Let me just make myself big again. Here's the 3D printed satellite. So there's the cone. These are the panels. So that's the satellite. Goes through space. I don't know what color to paint the ceiling. I was thinking of painting it a color like the sky. That way it would look like they're in the sky. I don't know. I got to think about that yet. But yeah, that one there is for the Starlink. The ones up there now are DirecTV and Dish. So yeah, beam me up, Scotty. Right. Now I can make those lights in the train room that are on the ceiling. I can make them blue. And that would make the ceiling look blue and then make it nighttime in there. But then it's the light in there helps show these cameras a lot better for my stream. NCM Model 24 has the most subs at 68.5K. Yeah, that Model Railroad guy is second at, and that Model Railroad guy is second at 50.9. Are you talking about Larry, the DCC guy, or is that the? Yeah, well, they were launched by SpaceX. That's how they got up there. I don't have the launch pad is on the other side of the world, so I didn't. It took a while to get here. So then my ex-wife came over. I helped her get set up on Social Security the other day on Monday, and her computer doesn't work anymore. So I said, she had an appointment to go, and that was like months out. I said, that's ridiculous. Okay, John, thanks for stopping in. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll catch you later. And so I said, come over one night and we'll do it on my computer. It takes about an hour to get answer all the questions and fill in all the stuff and get it all set up. And then she's walking in and she goes, what's that up there? I said, well, I said, see the houses? They all have satellite dishes on them. And they're the satellites to get the TV signal down to them so they can watch whatever channel they want to watch. So she noticed them. But there's a lot of details and stuff like that. And as I've been working on the trains, getting them to work, I come up with a project like the satellite dishes. That didn't take me too long. I printed like 30 of them on one plate on the resin printer, and then I painted them silver, and then I took a white paint pen and I drew the letters on there the best I could. DirecTV is a long name, so I had to run it around a corner and stuff like that. But Dish was the short one. So it was who was the skinniest in our group? That's a good question. Right now, I'm 171 pounds at 5'11". So you can figure that. When I graduated from high school in 1974, I was 174 pounds. I'm 3 pounds less than what I was when I graduated from high school. I was up to 185 was the highest I've ever been. Then I went down. You go up and down. So, who's the oldest? Well, James, you're older than I am. I'll be 70 in December. And I think the rest of the guys are younger than us, James. I think you and I are the oldest, James. You graduated in 71. Yeah. Beat me by 2 years. 71 since May 1st. Very good, Dave. So you and James are in the same era. James will be 73 next month. Graduated in 77, so I'm 66. So you're younger than me. That's good. Well, we're all in the same age bracket. I also graduated in 74, Thomas. Yeah. Very good, Dave. You got married in 74. My marriage was in 76. Went to school for 1 year, came back, got married. That was the end of that. After 3 kids later, all good. Needs to feed some wires via a tight spot on the layout so I can get a new turnout to work. Yeah. We'll get 75 in November. You're going to be 75 in November, Ronald? Old Farts Club in high class. Yep. Heath went live. Very good. I didn't get notification of that. I just did. Good. I've been watching a lot of this stuff about Miss Charlie Kirk and the court and all this stuff. It's interesting stuff, but it's really sad stuff too. A lot of craziness going on. So just be careful if you're traveling anywhere. You never know what's going to come. I got no notification either. I just got my notification. So very good, Artie. Yeah, wiring takes a while, doesn't it? I still got a lot of wiring cleanup work to do, but I still got things to work on. So I'm not going to string up the wires until I get all the problems ironed out. I got one turnout that when the train, if it derails and it goes over that turnout and it derails, it's on the main line. Don't know him, so no comment, but he did not need to be shot. That's correct, James. Did not need to be shot. Can't be shot for what you're talking about. So anyway, this turnout, train runs over. If it derails on it, it shorts out the track, right? Which is normal. But what happens is it shorts out the other main line. So somewhere I got a wire that's hooked up to the wrong bus line. So I got to trace that out and find out what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screwdriver and start going on each block up there and shorten it out and seeing if both main lines, if it doesn't, then I know that one's good. And then do the next one, then I can find out which wire it is. So that's something that I got to do eventually. Because I don't, normally the trains run and they don't derail or anything, but sometimes those well cars come undone. I haven't figured them out why they do that, but they do. But I think I got the well cars situated, and but that's the fifth level, and I'm not ready to tackle the fifth level yet. Okay, guys. Well, I was going to call it an evening anyway. I want to thank everybody that showed up today. I appreciate you all, and hope everybody has a good night and enjoy the rest of the week. And we'll catch you next time. So everybody take care, and we'll see you around. Take care. Oh, hi, Floyd Robbins. I forgot to say hello to you. I forgot you came in. Sorry. Thanks for stopping in, Floyd. Good night.